Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to another interview. I'm here with Connor Meanwell. Connor, how are we doing after this great victory?
I'm doing great, mate. I'm doing great. I'm glad it's over. It was, a good win, good performance. I'm actually happy with that. Obviously, the scoring was a bit anyhow, but no, it's good. I'm glad it's over with now.
Well, I mean, of course, you are unfortunately coming off that loss, but you've bounced back very well. And what lessons have you learned, and did you kind of put them together in that fight?
Well, yeah. In fact, there's quite a lot of similarities, except for this guy tonight was less active than my last opponent. Same height, same reach, and you could tell tonight if you use his attributes, it could have made my work a lot harder because I'm a pressure fighter at the end of the day. I get better as the rounds goes on, and I like to close in those gaps. So I could get caught with like the odd silly little jab here and there, but he just didn't use that to his advantage, and that's what happened on my last performance on my last opponent. But I just made sure, I just kept it a little bit rugged, a little bit dirty. Well, not dirty, sorry, but a little bit, up close and hard for him, So.
No, you kept it where he didn't want it, but I mean, he's obviously an experienced opponent. He's been there around a lot of fighters, but he didn't really seem to want to commit too much. Maybe it's because I think he's got a fight next week, but maybe it's just...
It probably is because, you watch it for the start of the fights and that, it was a case of, I was just landing the jabs with little 1-2s. I knew as well that he picks up the pace the last 2 rounds. So I do that, that's my style anyway. So I didn't know if he knew that. So if anything, it's playing into my hands. So when he did try to pick up the pace, I was there to meet him. And, he is experienced. We spoke a couple of times. He'd be like, oh, that's a good shot, that is. I was like, oh, no, thank you. I was like, you landed a good shot as well. You know what I mean? It's just, cheer him on a bit. And obviously the last 10 seconds is kind of like my trademark now. You know what I mean? So...
Well, I mean, you're seemingly always like the smaller fighter going into fights, but you managed to close the distance very well. Is that something that you're always working on in the gym?
I am, because personally, I'm working on a lot of my skill set now, because I could go through the rounds. If anything, I'm a 6-round fighter. I'm an 8-round fighter. I'm not a 3-round fighter. My style of boxing wasn't suited to the amateurs, and I'm about over 40, you know what I mean? So I'm more suited to the pros. It's at a slower pace, blah, blah, blah. I can compete at a faster pace, but, it is what it is, when it comes to it.
Definitely. And now you have, unfortunately, lost the O, but you've lost the O. And would you say that now there's less pressure on you to try and maintain that unbeaten streak?
Look, I try to stay modest and humble with all of it. That, to me, I haven't lost anything. Right, it's weird because... I've not lost anything because it was a tournament base. We all was basically novices, pros, basically going into it. So to me, they knew what I was doing. Technically, I shouldn't have jumped into it, but it doesn't affect anything. You can't define my career over that. You know what I mean? It was the money option was there. Jump straight to it, and win it. You win it. It's what it is. But that that whole show backfired on everyone anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Definitely. And now you're with Carl Greaves, and I mean, he's got you out here tonight on a good show and 150th show. And what's kind of the future saying for you?
Look, Carl Greaves is my training manager, and obviously is the promoter of this show. This is my hometown as well, so it means more. Sold over 100 tickets. 100 tickets, so obviously it means a whole lot with this. So I'm hoping by the end of the year I get another fight in, hopefully a 6-rounder by the end of the year, and then maybe look for regional titles like mid to late next year.
That's great. Well, what would you like to say for any of the people who have come out and supporting you tonight?
Look, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's came out. It means a lot. People, you have to understand, for you coming out and getting the tickets off us, it means a whole lot, because that's how we make our living. That's, life is on the line tonight for your guys' entertainment. And by you coming and showing the support where we are at our stage in our career, it means a lot for when we get up there. You know what I mean? So thank you. Thank you to everyone. People of Newark, appreciate you all.
And thank you very much for the interview, mate.
I appreciate it.
Nice one.